So you're probably going to want to be about there. So I'm going to go E for extrude again. Don't move it. And then we're just going to scale outwards. I'm going to go into the X-ray mode so you guys can see what's going on here. So we got this face. We're just going to go scale outwards. And you notice that on the inside that it's now going in to the sides. So I'm just going to scale toward the side so you've kind of got this going on the inside. And then we're going to go E for extrude and just bring it back. So now, let's see, just leave a little gap at the back. So now we have a little hollow cube, and this will be potentially our locker. So now what we want to do is add shelves in there, a little bit of a rail, I guess, and then a door. So let's go with add, and then we're gonna go to mesh cube, and then you're gonna want to scale your cube up so that it fits just on the inside of the locker. And then we're going to go to S, scale downwards, just flatten it down, and then G, we're going to bring it up, so it's going to become a shelf. You want to make sure that it's flush towards the sides, but it's not going to clip outwards, so that's clipping outwards. Just make sure that it's just in there and you can't see it from the outside. So if I just click off that, you can't see it now. So this will be our first shelf, and maybe we'll want a shelf just at the bottom for shoes or something. Maybe you've got some shoes that absolutely stink after gym class or whatever like that, you know. And then we're going to add a mesh again, and we're going to go for cylinder. We're going to scale this upwards, and then we're going to scale it back down again. Rotate along the red axis, which is X. We're going to press 90, scale it outwards, then just scale it back in again. Now this is going to be the pole for your coats, this is going to be the pole for whatever you're hanging up in your locker. So make it as thick or as thin as you want, just press G, bring it up. We're going to post this, maybe, I think that's actually quite good. I'm gonna move this forward just slightly. You kind of got that gap at the other side as well. That's not. Yeah, make sure both sides of your pole are touching the sides of the locker as well. It's not just floating there. I thought there was something wrong with that. I'm looking at it going like, what did I do wrong? Like, there's something wrong with that. I can't figure it out. It's not touching the sides. It's just like, it's just existing. So we're going to go right click, and then we're going to press smooth. So now you've got your little pole in your locker. Now you can start adding, if you wanted to, materials to this. So your materials tab's just here. You want to press new. If this is a pole, we're going to want to go for maybe silver look to it. Let me see. Oh, that's really weird. They've changed some of the settings on here. So we're going to go with metallic and just turn it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my rendering engine, because we're supposed to be in cycles, but for some reason default is Eevee. So we've got it in cycles now. And this is a silver bar on the inside. Now if you wanted to add scratches to that, I can show you how to add scratches to that. Just 1 second. Okay, so you're going to want to go to your shading tab right here. So to add scratches to things, pretty simple. So what you want to do is add a Veroni texture. Yeah, so here we go. Veroni texture, you want to go color to base color of principled. Then we're going to go, we're just going to move this up. So now you can see all these little lines that have appeared right there. We're going to go to bump texture. Just put the bump in there. You want to change your colour to your height rather than colour to normal. So it should look like that. Now you've kind of got this purpley thing going on. So we're going to go add, and then we're going to go to colour ramp. And I believe last time I just changed it to the metallic, I think, because it was working differently for another project. They do change the settings in Blender sometimes, so sometimes I'm like there, like, did I do the right thing? Because it doesn't seem to be reacting in the way that I'd like it to react. So, yeah, you can scale this up, you can scale it down. You can have little cracks or whatever like that. So, yeah, As for the regards to the outside of the locker, you can add some dings, some bumps to that. You know, I'm gonna add some texture to this actually. So your base color right now for your locker theoretically is just white. So I've seen most lockers, they're kind of like a dark green. So we're gonna go with that kind of tone. I'm just gonna turn the roughness down just for now. Sorry, the roughness up even. And we're gonna add a bump. And then I'm going to add a noise texture just to kind of give it a little bit of noise, a little bit of... so when you've got items, they'll get bumps over the years and they'll get scratches on them and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is go for a noise texture. Add this onto here, go to colour and go to height. So now you've kind of got this, this crazy pattern going on here. So you can distort this a little bit. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah, lockers are naturally going to get stains on them. So now we notice that we have this red locker with a blue floor to it. So what I'm going to do is add, we're adding colour ramp. And then we're just going to slip it between the bump and the principled. And you'll notice that it's all gone black and white now. So what we're going to do is add colour to this. And we're just going to turn the tones down. And notice it's black on the outside. I mean, you could move the black so that it's on that side. So it's almost like it's stained on the bottom as well. You can move the white around so the white's on the outside if you'd like. So there we go. We got basic locker that's a bit stained now. I'm gonna name this material as locker color, because we're gonna change